Hello everyone, very good evening. Welcome to All Aboard. My name is Varsha Dhiman, and here in this particular session, we have to discuss the agriculture and rural development current affair event that happened last week of a month. Okay, so the students who are there in the class, please let me know that my voice is clearly audible to you and the screen is clearly visible so that we can start our discussion about today's very important session in a very good manner. Am I clearly audible and visible to everyone? Voice is okay, na? Is the voice cracking or is it fine? Is it clear to everyone who are in the session? Please mention in the comment box that the sound is okay. There's no issue in sound. Because what I had observed that in the last week, some of the classes you guys were having the issues in the sound na? Now it is okay. So there are so many events that happened in the last month, that is from 24th of May to 30th of May, related to agriculture and rural development, which we have to discuss in our today's session. Today's session will have we will have so many important things to discuss. Okay, so sound clarity, voice clarity is needed a lot. That everything should be fine to you. Yeah, everything is okay. Okay, let's proceed further. So here we go. Before proceeding forward, I just want to tell you that the aspirants who are preparing with us, okay, you can install the application of Olive Board, register yourself there, so that you can get the notes of all the YouTube classes, as well as there are batches available on the application of Olive Board. You can be the part of the batches, and that's how you can start to prepare with us. Okay. And other than that, NABARD grade A batches are available for your better preparations on the application of Hollywood. Be the part of the batches and start a preparation with us. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and so that you will get the notification of all the classes that we are having for you on our YouTube channel. Okay, so let's continue. Let's do our discussion. So firstly, we'll talk about the Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan. See, in the last class also, when it was held, like the Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan, the beginning of this Sankalp Abhiyan was held in the Nagpur, Maharashtra. Okay, so initially there was a state-specific Krishi Viksit Krishi Abhiyan held, and now we are launching it on nationwide, so that all the states will came to know about the objectives. And on this particular abhiyan, our union minister for agriculture and farmer welfare address the country, address all the states of the country about this abhiyan, what are the objectives of this abhiyan. And I had already taken one short where I had discussed about the important points related to this abhiyan. Okay, this is a very important take taken by our government in for the development of agriculture, for making our nation as a developed agriculture nation, for making us self-sustainable in agriculture. Because we know that in the coming time we have to face the problem of global food scarcity. So we had started taking measures so that we will be capable of dealing with these kind of issues in future. And we have a goal specified that we want our nation to be Viksit Bharat in 2047, like on the 100th Independence Day. Till 100th Independence Day, we have to make ourselves so much self-sufficient that we will be counted as a developed nation worldwide. Okay, so what were the major things that were discussed there? Let's talk about them. So under the leadership of Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and he is also the Union Minister for Rural Development, Sri Shivraj Singh Chauhan, preparation for the Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan are now in their final stages. So this is not a one-day process that today we decided and then we launch this Abhiyan. No, it take a lot of efforts, lot of discussions, lot of preparation strategy. Then only a Abhiyan come into a picture. So this Abhiyan will start from this Abhiyan started yesterday, that is on 29th of May, and it will work till 12th of June. Okay, so 29th of May till 12th of June. Okay, and during that particular time period, our scientists, our research associates, they will contact with the farmers, and that's how it. And why this abhiyan is starting now? Because in the June month, there is a Kharif season to begin. So this Abhiyan is launched before the Kharif season so that we will tell the farmers about the scientific measures that they can adopt in their agriculture field so that their agriculture productivity will be improved, right? So this nationwide campaign will be formally launched on 29th of May from the sacred land of Puri, Odisha. So this nationwide abhiyan was launched from Puri, Odisha, and ICAR and the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, in collaboration with state governments, are fully engaged in the planning and the execution of this massive initiative. Because this is for in this initiative, 20 states of the nation will participate. Okay, 700 plus district will participate, and there will be the involvement of KVKs and the ICAR institutes also. So this is a massive initiative. Okay. Yes. Hello, Sumit. How are you? Right. So Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan addressed agriculture scientists from across the country at NASC complex, which is at New Delhi. Okay, so there he launched it and there he began and addressed the nations and the agriculture scientists. And what happened? See, he started with his effort. Like, why he is so interested in this? That he knows that he is our Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, so he is doing a lot of effort in this direction. So that's how he started his speech, and these are the points that he highlighted there. That he dedicated his life to farmers, boosting agriculture production, reducing production costs. See, we'll discuss about the market intervention scheme. We'll discuss about the Kisan credit card in today's session. We'll discuss about the MSP. We had observed that MSP minimum support price we had observed a good increase in the minimum support prices of the Kharif seasons, and there are advanced estimates. A third advanced estimates data is also available to you. Okay, so he addressed that. He worked a lot in this particular section for boosting the agriculture production, reducing the production cost, and ensuring the food security, filling the nation's food basket, and safeguarding the agriculture interest of future generations. In the future generations, we are working hard so that their food, their agriculture interest will be safeguarded. Like sufficient resources, we will leave for them. Okay, he emphasized that balanced use of fertilizer, understanding local conditions, utilizing accurate research insights, access to quality seeds can undoubtedly help farmers enhance their product. See, these type of news are directly asked in our descriptive answer. So make sure that you are understanding all the points, because these points will help you to frame a good descriptive type answer. Okay. So he mentioned that if we'll do this, if we try to manage all the things, or like the balanced use of fertilizers, understanding the local conditions, like what are the conditions of the soil, what are the climate conditions of area, and on that basis utilizing the accurate research insights and access to quality seeds, so obviously the farmers will be capable of enhancing the productivity from his land. Okay, this campaign is a significant step towards connecting scientists, department officials, farmers, and integration that has long been missing. He also uh, accentuated that farming is a matter of heart and emotion. It must be lived. See, if a person, for example, I am in a teaching profession. If I'll just think about it as a profession, I'll not be capable of giving my 100%. It's my passion. I love to teach. That's why I am giving an extra effort. Similarly, farming is also a matter of heart and emotion. The farmer is doing the farming practices by just like collecting the knowledge and just implementing it there. He will not be capable of getting the best output from his field. He have to involve in the field in like heart and emotions. He must be leaving that particular situation. Then only he will get the best output that he wants to obtain from the land area. Very important. This sentence, it's very important. You can add this kind of phrases, descriptive answers that will add a good touch, or I mean a good impression on the mind of the evaluator. Okay. Next is describe the Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan. It's a result oriented initiative because we are launching it with that thought that it will give you the good result. Okay. He expressed confidence that its outcome he also mentioned that see, this is it's an ongoing process. It's not a one day process. Like it started from 29th of May, and it this abhiyan will be till 12th of June. After 12th of June, we will have the adequate data related to this abhiyan. Okay, but when we started this, we have some objectives in our mind that we want to fulfill it. So we are discussing the objectives now. What we had achieved in, we'll discuss after 12th of June. So we need to talk about the both of the things. Firstly, we are talking about the objective, and after that, what we had achieved, and on the basis we'll conclude the part. Okay. He addressed the confidence that its outcome increase the yield. So he addressed that obviously after having this abhiyan, have the involvement of the scientists, we'll get a good increase in yield, and reduced costs would be visible as early as the upcoming Kharif season. Okay. And he also urges the country's scientists to showcase their research capabilities on the global stage, asserting that India's agriculture institutions, and he said that we are doing a lot of research work in the agriculture sector and we are getting a good result from our practices. So there's a need, then we have to showcase our research capabilities on the global stage, asserting that India's agriculture institution possess the strength and the excellence that can answer. See, we are having that strength. Even now, we had established the second gene bank. Okay, we had uh, like we come up with the first time genome edited varieties of the rice. This is for the first time that happened in Asia and the world basically. Okay, so we had a lot of potential. Now it's a time to showcase its potential at the global level so that we'll get global recognition. He lauded the dedication of agricultural scientists and stated that the nation would express gratitude to them following the successful completion of this campaign. Okay, yeah. Hello, Sumit. Hello, Shripad. How you all are? Are you getting all these points? The information that we are discussing in today's session that will help you to frame a good answer for a descriptive answer writing if this Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan, Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan related question will be asked today. And I'm sure that a question related to this will be directly asked. And who were the active participants during that session? So Shri Divesh Chaturvedi, who is he? He is a secretary of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Sri Mangilal Jatt, who is he? He is a secretary of DARE and Director General of ICAR. Dr. Rajbir Singh is a Deputy Director General of Agricultural Extension, ICAR, and other one representatives from all 100. There are 113 ICAR institutes in our country. Okay, Indian Agriculture Research Institutes and the scientists. And if there is a direct MCQ type of questions, how many KVKs are in our country as of July 2025, as of June 2025? So there are 731 Krishi Vigyan Kendra and various central and state agriculture universities, both in person and virtually. Okay, yeah. And other than that, he stated that this is important. This is data that now, as of today, we have 210 million hectare of net cropped area. That is under our cultivation practices where you are growing the crops. This is important. Mention it in your notebook. We are having 210 million hectares of net cropped area. Even a marginal increase of 1 quintal per hectare. So if we start following these scientific measures in our agricultural field, and that leads to an increase of 1 quintal per hectare in productivity, could lead to a substantial boost in overall. So by 1 hectare, if we increase our production by 1 quintal, so that will give an overall agriculture output, substantial boost in overall agriculture output. This is important. Okay. Now, so he discussed about that. This is a thought, this is a highlighted point of Sri Chaturvedi, who is a secretary of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Now, what were the words shared by Dr. Mangilal Jat, who is a Director General of ICAR and Secretary of DARE? So he said that Abhiyan promotes demand-driven research to enhance agricultural efficiency. We are working on enhancing or improving the efficiency now. Okay, it aims to bridge the gap so that the gap between the research and the field application will be facilitated. Like there's a gap, like scientists are doing research. Okay, this thing, the varieties that are launched by the farmers in the research field, they need to be supplemented or provided to the filled areas, then only we will start getting the result we want. So there is a need to supply the research material or the research like the good varieties that are researched well in the research institutions to the land areas or the farmers field area. Okay, while fostering and scaling farmer led innovations for inclusive and sustainable, right? Next is the era of supply driven research has passed. Now see, firstly, we work with the one thought. Now when the supply will increase, then the demand will increase. Now the time is to work on the demand driven research. Okay, supply driven research has passed and the focus must now be on demand. This phrase is very important. He further explained that agriculture research has its own. See, agriculture research has its own language. It's not like we are talking about something which is on paper. It is done on the field and then it will be implemented. So the field conditions are maintained where you want to launch that particular crop. Okay, so that the agroclimatic conditions of that crop and the field where you are about to introduce it will be same and you will be capable of knowing exact productivity and exact output that you are about to get. So the challenge lies in translating it into practical scientific terms that can be effectively communicated to the end users. Who are the end users? The farmers. So what we are doing in the field, okay, it should be like in such a manner that the end results or the end user, the farmers will be capable of using it effectively. This program offers a platform to achieve that goal through collective and coordinated efforts by all stakeholders. Okay. Yeah, is the objective of this meeting is, yeah, to focus on organic farming, to focus on sustainable agriculture practices, so that in upcoming time, Viksit Bharat, we want to achieve the target of Viksit Bharat by 2047. 2047 is the year when we will complete our 100 year of independence. We want to be counted in developed nation 2025 in the terms of agriculture. Okay, we want to promote the organic farming. We want to limit the use of chemical fertilizers, and it is also based on the precision farming and the scientific research material to be supplied to the farmers field. Okay, if scientists are doing research, they are producing the good quality of seeds that should be supplied. The farmer should be aware about that. Okay, so or not only organic farming, other measures are also discussed, and other measures are also the part of this abhiyan. Okay, organic farming is not, it's just a part of it. Clear to you? Organic farming is just a part of it. There are other important objectives also that one need to be discussed with the farmer. We are going to connect with the farmers, like 1.5 crore farmers. We need the abhiyan have a target of reaching 1.5 crore farmers and knowing about their issues and trying to solve their issues by means of scientific means. Okay, now, and this brief is also there. So this is a briefing of this abhiyan. So here is a briefing of this abhiyan. This will help from 29th of May to 12th of June across 700 districts. Scientists will travel village to village, engaging in direct interaction with farmers. Okay, and under this 731 Krishi Vigyan Kendra, 113 ICR institutions, state level departments, officials from agriculture, horticulture, animal husbandry, fisheries, as well as innovative farmers participate. And the main objective is to reach 1.5 crore, like 15 million farmers across the country. Top is the line. And Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Director ICAR, like propose a lot of things. So after that, obviously, when the things will be over, like he shared the lot of things, like we need to work upon all these things. Okay. So that's all about it. All the points are related to this topic or Abhiyan had discussed. Now another important thing. So what is it? See, you can see there is a session that I took on YouTube, okay, where we discussed about Panchayat Advancement Index. Okay, Panchayat Advancement Index 1.0, the first time the Panchayat Advancement Index, when it was like assessed by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, we had discussed about it. Now we are working on Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0, like the second edition of this index is about to launch. Okay, so what are the thematic areas? What are the objectives of this? We have to discuss about this thing here. So today, National Right Shop in New Delhi to witness rollout of Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0. Now we are working upon it that we have to launch it. Okay. So the Ministry of Panchayati Raj organized a two-day National Right Shop on the Panchayat Advancement Index version 2.0 on 26th or 27th of May 2025, where at Dr. Ambedkar International Center, which is at New Delhi. All right. Now, the Right Shop marks the national rollout of Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0 for fiscal year 2023-24. Okay, and is aimed at building capacities for data-based monitoring and planning at the Gram Panchayat level to support the achievement of holistic, inclusive, sustainable development in rural areas through Panchayat Raj Institute. See, why this index held? We had discussed about the Pradhan Cone. We had discussed about. See, now we had started working on at the grassroots level. The Panchayati Raj system is there. Panchayati Raj institutions are there. Are they working well? We had started focusing on local sustainable development. Okay, so this assessment report will tell us how the things are working at the local bodies or the grassroots level. Are they giving us effective results or not? Education, health, women empowerment, are they working at the local level or not? So these are the major thematic areas that were discussed there because they are about to be introduced in the Panchayat Raj Index of 2.0 version as well. Okay. Now the inaugural session graced by, so who participated in this inaugural session when the inaugural session occurred, and so these are the personnel who become the part of it. So this is important. See, you might have direct questions related to the these personalities, okay, in your general awareness portion. That's why I'm covering it here for you. That's why I'm covering it here for you. Okay. So Shri Vivek Bhardwaj, you might have heard about his name before also because we had discussed about Vivek Bhardwaj in our previous session, right? So Sri Vivek Bhardwaj, who is he? He's a secretary of Ministry of Panchayat Raj. Sri Saurav Garg, he's secretary of Ministry of Statistics Program Implementation. Sri Sushil Kumar Lohani, additional secretary, Ministry of Panchayat Raj. Sri Rajiv Kumar Sen, senior advisor, Niti Ayog, along with other senior officers and experts. So all these personalities were present there when the inaugural session was happened for this national right shop. Okay, now this Panchayat assessment index has been developed as a, so this is not a one day index. It took a lot of effort, lot of discussions that lead to the like presentation of this index. So it has been developed as a robust multi-dimensional tool to access and monitor the progress of like how our gram panchayats are working. So we had discussed the Panchayat Advancement Index for the year 2021-22 that will act as a base year. Discuss the 2022-23. This will act as a baseline assessment because we had a data related to this index on our YouTube session. You can see, even though the PDF is also available on the application and on my Telegram, that is version. Okay, you can get the PDF of this by 1.4. So this particular index have the informations against the 9 themes which are aligned with the localized sustainable development goals, and these themes are so uh, like these are the important themes. You should know the name of these themes on which the Panchayat Advancement Index is based upon. So these are the themes like poverty alleviation, health, education, water sufficiency, clean environment, infrastructure, governance, social justice, and women's empowerment. Okay. Now, and yeah, for this second edition or the second version, the first edition will act as a baseline assessment tool, like for the comparison, like where you are now For example, whenever you access your studies, like what are you doing nowadays, so you will start comparing, like 3 years back I was doing that, now I am at a better position. So similarly, the first edition that was happened for the year 2020 to 23, and for this new edition it will act as a baseline assessment. It incorporates major enhancements based on extensive field experiences and stakeholder feedbacks. See, yeah, this is for the year 2023-24. Okay, this is for the year 2000. This was 2022-23. Now this is coming for the year 2023-24. And this is your PAI 2.0. This was your PAI 1.0. Okay, so it is for the first time that we had started working on, but we will release this report annually, like after every 1 year. Okay, so please mention these points in your notebook, because there are the chances that you will have the question related to this topic for examine, because it's a new index that is launched recently. So this Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0 introduces a sharper and more focused framework by rationalizing the number of indicators from 516 to 147, ensuring higher data quality, ease of reporting, and actionable insight. So when we discussed about the first index, there was 516 indicators. Now we started working on it and we rationalize it on forming it to reducing it to 147. Okay, ensuring that good data quality should be there, ease of reporting, and actionable insight. And the refined local indicator framework now emphasize outcomes like oriented, measurable indicators across 9 localized sustainable development goals, enabling Gram Panchayats to better track progress, prioritizes interventions, and enhance transparency in local governance. Okay, so we did some changes in it. So see, how you access yourself, like if you want to know you are improving or not, you are getting the good things or not, you will try to analyze yourself, like 2 days before you were like that and now you are looking at it. So that's how in the first time when the assessment report was released, there was some shortcomings. Now we had worked upon them and we try to rationalize them with more updated information data. Okay, and the key improvements in PI include, so what are the key improvements? So one is that we had reduced the number of indicators. So that time it was 516, now we had reduced it to 147. So this is one, so that usability will improve, reporting burden will reduce, and that's all. Rationalize data points and themes, focusing, now we started focusing on quality. Initially we were focusing on quantity, now we started focusing on quality. So this is the second improvement. Auto integration of data from national portals of See, firstly, we were trying to access the data manually and then working on. Now we had integrated the data from the national portals of union ministry and the department. So that will be also an easy, that transparency and smooth going things will occur now. Wherever you feel like the voice is lagging, please let me know in the comment box so that I'll work upon it. Okay. वैसे तो I had tried a lot that issue there will no issue occur in the voice, but still if you feel like there's something that is lagging your voice, my voice is not audible to you, please let me know time. Okay, because this session is very important, we are discussing a lot of important things here. Okay, aspirants, so where we were, and streamlining and mobile friendly portal interface with improved dashboards and user accessibilities. Okay, built-in validations and anomaly detections mechanism for ensuring accurate data entry and tracking, a decision support system to help. So there's also a DSS or decision support system that will help the panchayats so that they will identify the development gaps and prioritize the resources allocation, like how the resources are allocated. So these are the key improvements. Okay. So we worked on the first data, and on that basis, we are working on the second edition of it. Clear to you? Everything is fine to you now. And the 2-day National Right Shop entails release of the local indicator framework booklet for fiscal year 2024, the launch of the upgraded. So this upgraded PAI 2.0 portal will be there and SOP. See? And while technical sessions focus on the outline of the PAI 1.0 baseline report, the framework and the methodology guide to demonstration of portal functionalities. So these all things happen there during the ride show, which is not so important for you. You should know uh, PAI 1 held for the fiscal year 2022-23. PAI 2 is about for the year 2023-24. What was the number of indicators has reduced. Nine thematic areas were concerned. It is for the localized sustainable development goals. So these are the important points. Okay, and yeah, so these were the things that were discussed here. All about this now, and yeah, so when this right shop was happened, 32 states 32 states and union territories participated in it, and the personals from the different ministries also, international and the Indian basic organizations participated here, and to promote linguistic inclusivity and national outreach. Okay, the event will be streamlined so that everyone will be capable of getting what are the important points that are about to discuss in during that event. So this is for the linguistic inclusivity and national outreach. It was streamlined in 11 Indian languages: Assamese, Bengali, English, Gujarati, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Odia, Punjabi, Tamil, and Telugu. Right. Now moving further, so this is a like we are working hard to see. First news we had covered from the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Now we cover after that we covered the news from the Ministry of Panchayat. Now we are on the next ministry, that is the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Okay, so what happened? Eco fishing port. We are working on establishing eco fishing. This is a new and a good initiative that we are working upon. So what, how it will help? Let's talk about it. Eco fishing ports in focus. Department of Fisheries and AFD. What is AFD? They hold technical dialogue in New Delhi. So, our Department of Fisheries, which comes under the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, and the Agency Franchisee de Development, that is AFD. What is it? It's an agency of development based out of France for technical and financial cooperation. This is a discussion between and this technical dialogue held in New Delhi, and this happened the last week. Okay, and what was the main agenda to have this? Convene a technical dialogue on eco fishing. Okay, sustainable and inclusive harbors in New Delhi to explore the eco fishing port concept, which is designed to operate with reduced environmental footprints while maximizing economic performance. We want to maximize the economic performance, and we also want to reduce the environmental footprint, that the negative effect on the environment will be reduced. Social inclusion and ecosystem. So by considering all the points, that dialogue happened. Okay. Now the dialogue focused on. So what was the main focus areas of this technical dialogue that happened between the Department of Fishery and AFT? It focused on promoting that best port practices for a healthier environment and safer fish handling, alongside discussions on post-construction evaluation, maintenance and continuous improvement of port infrastructure. Eco fishing port should be there. Like the ports establishment should be in such a manner that they will not cause any harmful impact on our environment, as well as they will give us a inclusive growth in our economy. And after the establishment of this structure, there's a need to evaluate, maintain, and continuous improvement wherever needed. So all these points were discussed there during the technical dialogue. Okay, and who are the main uh, point of discussion and who discussed about this technical dialogue? Like who are the person who participated in this dialogue? The meeting was held under the chairmanship of Miss Neetu Kumari Prasad, who is she? He is a joint secretary, Marine Department of Fisheries, and the deliberations were also graced by Ms. Les Priul, who is Country Director AFD, Ms. Camille Sever, Deputy Country Director ADF, and Mr. Pablo uh, Humada, Counselor for International Affairs, French Embassy. Okay, and officials from the State Fisheries Department, delegates from France, Indonesia, FAO, Asian Development Bank, IIT Madras, Sea Export, Seafood Export port association and representatives from industry. They also participated in the dialogue. Okay, now, so what are the main points that were highlighted by, yeah, Miss Neetu Kumari Prasad during that dialogue? So let's talk about these points. So India's vast marine resources and the remarkable achievements of the fishery sector in production, export, and livelihood. So he, so she highlighted all the points like how we are working a lot in how we are working to improve our fishery sector. After that, we'll discuss about the data related to fisheries sector, like where we are standing globally and how much we are working in our for the improvement of our fisheries sector. So you have to listen this complete information related to this fishery sector very carefully. Okay, there are so many important points that we are about to discuss, and the current challenges and the bottlenecks. So we are working on improving or boosting our fishery sector, but there are some challenges and the bottlenecks, like including inadequate, like we are not having the adequate infrastructure, we are having the limited market linkages. Okay, so these points were also discussed during the dialogue, while also highlighting the approved project proposals. So approved project proposals for 117 FH fishing harbors and FLCs at a total cost of rupees 9,832 crore, and three smart and integrated fishing harbors under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, where these three smart fishing harbors will be established, one at Vanakwara in Daman and Diu, another is Karaikal and Puducherry, third is Jakau in Gujarat. So these three smart and integrated fishing harbors will be established in at these three locations. Emphasis was laid on the importance of, there is a need to laid our emphasis on the importance of active stakeholders participations, effective impact assessment mechanism, and the creation of smart, green, and socially responsible for the sector sustainable growth. See, aspirants, do get one important thing after having all these discussions related to agriculture, fishery, panchayat, like what we are working for. And see, we are working in such a manner, like what we are discussing, what the scientists, our research personals, and all these delegates are discussing during any meeting or during a ride shop, there's a need to start working on all these things at a grassroots level. Then only we'll start getting results. Okay, having a discussion in a closed room with the scientists and the delegates, farmers or the intended beneficiaries who are not aware about like what they are planning for us will not give us any good result. There is a need to make them aware about the practices that we are working for them, that we are trying to improve their livelihood or their lifestyle or the standard of living. Okay, so similarly, there is a importance of active stakeholder participation is needed. Okay, effective impact assessment mechanism are needed. Creation of smart, green, and socially responsive ecosystems so that this sector, fishery sector, will show sustainable growth. Okay, and what are the four thematic technical sessions? So, four thematic technical sessions held during that dialogue, and the major discussions of all these technical was focused on uh, like the concept, the initiative, and the development, like how these eco ports will be developed, like smart and integrated harbor infrastructure, sustainable design practices, global strategies like FAO's Blue Port initiatives. So this is a the Blue Port initiative, which is also in use nowadays. Okay, this is an initiative by Food and Agriculture Organization. This is also in news. I think you guys have covered about it in your general awareness portion. That's why I'm not covering it. But this is also in news in the last week. Okay. Session also explored fishing ports, community dynamics, highlighting stakeholder roles, co-management societies, private harbor models. So all these points were also discussed. Okay, and the topics related to eco-friendly breakwater designs, hygiene measures, green fishing, vessels, and environmental standards. So all these things were also discussed during that dialogue. Okay. Now further. So final theme after having all the discussion that was on monitoring evaluation. See, when you are talking about this concept, the initiative, the establishment of this concept, so it's not over like you had established it and it will work upon. No, you need to monitor it on regular basis. Is it causing any harm to our environment, or is it in line up with the environment, or is it giving us economically or not? Okay. Addressing marine pollution, success models, performance indicators, post construction evaluation, and the cost benefit analysis. Like the cost that we had invested there, are we getting the result in the same manner? So, drawing upon AFD's vast international experiences in Blue Economy Initiative, the session facilitated knowledge exchange, governance, climate adaptive strategies, and the community participation. Okay, so related to that, all the discussions held there, and yeah, next is let's talk about where we are standing in fishery sector. See, we discussed about a specific. I took a specific session after the union budget for the 2025-26, that what are our key takeaways or the key highlights of the fishery sector for budget. Okay, so we are working very hard to boost our this sector. Okay, and what are the important points here we have to discuss? That India is endowed with vast and diverse economic resources, offering immense potential for sustainable fisheries development. So we are having a coastline of 11,099. Huh. Yeah, Ashok, that's a very good question. Scientific name of fishes will be asked in your phase one only. There are chances that you will have the questions related to the fishes which are in news. Okay, so you don't need to learn the name of all the fishes. You just have to you just have to learn the names of the scientific name of the fishes which are in news. Okay, like the one ornamental fishes we had discussed in our previous session. So you just have to learn the name of these fishes. Okay, and for the phase two, you might have the questions related to like that. What are the bottlenecks and the challenges we are still facing that we are not capable of boosting our fishery sector? So the phase two will have the questions like that. And even though in the objective portion also you will have the questions like that, which will be more conceptual questions will be. Okay. Now, we have a coastline of 11,099 kilometers. The fishery sector plays a vital role in ensuring food security, generating employment, and fostering and now, in 2025, what is our rank globally? We are second in global fish production, accounting for approximately 8% of the total, and is a global leader in aquaculture and shrimp export. Okay. India exports seafood to more than 132 countries, and its export has doubled from. See, in the year 2000, fiscally 2013-14, we have an export of nearly 30,213 crore only. Now we had exactly double of it. Okay. And the major markets where we are exporting our fishes like China, US, European Unions, and Japan. Okay. And India aims to expand, and we are aiming to expand our export basket by adding value-added products and seafoods, seafood species for catering to newer markets. And our marine sector plays a very important role in sustaining millions of coastal livelihoods, yet it faces growing challenges, including the adverse impact of climate. In response, the Department of Fisheries is spearheading efforts to strengthen and modernize fisheries infrastructure through sustainable and inclusive approaches that promote economic growth, ecological conservation, and community well-being. Okay. Huh. Yes, Kisan credit card is we discussed about it, na? That now the fish farmers, that is also mentioned in our union budget. See, initially, the Kisan credit card facility, when it was launched in the 2018 or 19 years, it was only for the farmers. Now, the fish farmers can also get an access that they can also have the Kisan credit cards and also get the financial assistance from the formal institutes or the banks. The fish farmers are also eligible to have the Kisan credit card, and its limit is extended to 5 lakh. Initially, it had a limit of 3 lakh. Now it is at stretched or extended to 5 lakh. That was we discussed in our union budget session. Okay. Huh. Even though, what is it? Even though Kisan credit card, yeah. Is it clear to you? Now let's move further. Now, so these are our efforts. These are all the important things. Huh. Uh, okay, Ashok. Thank you for appreciating our current affairs. Okay, let's not miss what we are talking about. So this is all about the fishery sector. Okay, this is all about the important thing. If you have any question related to this, where you have to explain the positive points related to our fishery sector and what are the bottleneck challenges we are facing in like building our fishery sector, you have to mention about all these. Okay. Now, a key focus of all this effort is the enhancement. We had discussed about uh, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Please go through this that blue revolution was also covered. So please go through all this. Have the specific sessions on related to that. Even though in the last week we have one new scheme that was launched, that is a spiced. I'll take a specific session to discuss about it. Okay. And what I'm feeling that I think I'll not be able to complete all the current affair events of the last week in this particular session. So what I will do, I'll take small short sessions of 10 minutes or 15 minutes related to the remaining current affair. Okay, so make sure you guys will attend the 10 or 15-minute sessions that will be, I think, available to you in 1 or 2 days. Okay, so make sure you will not miss anything. Clear? Now, a key focus of these efforts is the enhancement of fishing harbors and fish landing centers across the country, that is FLC. Okay, and these facilities form. So, if we'll have these facilities, what will they do? We are working on fish that eco. We are working on this eco fishing port. So, these eco fishing ports will help us to get the fish harbors, the fish landing centers, and these facilities form the backbone of the seafood value chain. See, in the year 2024, we have a question related to the like how the post-harvest methodologies, that value addition techniques, and the supply chain development help in the development of our horticulture sector. Similarly, you might have a question in your exam how this eco fishing ports will help in building our seafood value chain methodologies or management of it. Okay, so you need to take the help of all the points that we had discussed, and that's how you can frame a good answer for this question. Firstly, you have to define what are this eco fishing ports, how we started working up it, and what we want to achieve, how much we had achieved, and that you can mention. Okay, so these facilities will form the backbone of the seafood value chain, facilitating the safe landing, berthing, and servicing of fishing vessels. Okay, fishing vessels while ensuring efficient post-harvest handling, storage, and transport of fishery products. Beyond logistics, fishing harbors serve as vital hubs that connect fishers to market, processing units, consumers, thereby contributing to the socio-economic development of coastal communities. Okay, now, so is it clear to you till this point? Any doubt or anything you want to ask? Now, moving further, yeah, this vision that government is implementing the Blue Port Initiative, which is like a new Blue Port Initiative was taken by FAO. Okay, this is important. This Blue Port Initiative is taken by FAO, and this Eco Fishing Port Initiative is taken by the Department of Fisheries and AFT. We are two different things. Okay, so we are implementing the Blue Port Initiative, which is a holistic model that integrates sustainable, smart, and green principles into the design and management of fishing harbors. And in partnership with FAO, this initiative support the development of three model harbors. Now you know the name of these three model harbors where they are about to establish. We discussed about it just now. Okay, Daman and Diu, Puducherry, and Gujarat. Clear? Under the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. The pilot project for smart and integrated fishing harbors incorporate a wide range of innovations and eco-friendly solutions. These include rainwater harvesting systems, energy efficient lighting, and electric powered equipments and robust communication and surveillance systems. Right? Is there anything, any doubt that you guys are having? Just give me a minute, okay? Uh, give me anything you want to ask? Yeah. So this is all about it. Okay, if we are working on such advanced technology, we need to focus on advanced tools or the technologies to like spread it, to work upon it, to collect the data related to it. So advanced technologies are being deployed for real-time decision in the harbor operation. We are working on establishing smart harbors. We need to monitor on it. We need to evaluate it well. So we'll use the advanced technologies to get the data. Okay, and additionally, the strong emphasis is placed on environmental sustainability through waste segregation, recycling, composting, installation of sewage treatment plants, and marine debris cleanup. Okay, uh, because marine debris, when they are not cleaned up on regular basis, so they can cause problems like our fishing practices will be hampered and other practices will be. Hmm. Obviously, yeah, sure. Always the main thing that happens, like you're basically in ARD portion. I'm not saying about the other subjects, but usually it happens. Your static portion is integrated with your current discussions. Okay, so that's why it is a need of the hour. Firstly, cover your static portion, then starting focusing on your current, so that you can frame a very good answer for the 10 marks. Is asking your. Huh, yeah. Yes, the post-harvest and the pre-harvest preparations of aquaculture. See, your question will be related to the post-harvest and the pre-harvest or related to your aquaculture, horticulture. But you will be capable of framing the good answer for these questions only and only when you have covered your basics of the static thing. Okay. See, if the student is not about what is fishery, what is horticulture, fishery not includes the fishes only, it includes the shrimps, it includes the crustaceans, it includes the molluscan. Okay, so it the understanding of the portion that comes under the fishery sector can only become when you have covered your static portion. Similarly, the horticulture is not only about the vegetables, it's about the fruits, it's about the vegetables, it's about the floriculture as well. Okay, and that understanding can only be like you will get that understanding when you have covered your static portion first. Okay, so that's the thing. Now what we like, let's cover this particular portion. I don't think we'll be capable of covering the remaining portion in today's session because we are lack of time. The integration of renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power along with hybrid energy management further underscores the commitment to building climate resilient and future ready fisheries infrastructure. Okay. Now this is also in news. Let's have a look of this thing. uh, the union cabinet committees, what they had done recently, they had approved that this modified interest subvention scheme, that is MISS, okay, that will be continued for the fiscal year 2025-26 with existing 1.5% interest subvention. Okay, so cabinet approves continuation of modified interest subvention scheme for fiscal year 2025-26 with existing 1.5% interest subvention. So why the need for the continuation of this scheme was felt? Okay, and what is this MISS? So it is a central sector scheme which aims at ensuring the availability of short-term credit to farmers at an affordable interest rate through Kisan Credit Card. Okay, so we talk about the Kisan Credit Card now. That is a financial facility or financial availability that is provided to the farmers so that they can purchase the basic input, so that they can do their farming practices flowless, like without hesitating, like where they are investing. So this is a facility, this is a scheme to provide the short term credit facilities to the farmers, okay, and at affordable interest. Otherwise, farmers can also get the financial help from the money lenders, now non institutional facilities, but that can let the farmers debt under the debt trap. When they will be in the debt trap, like they will be in stress condition and other kind of consequences, right? So the cabinet has approved that this will be continue for this year also, okay. uh, Under the modified interest subvention scheme for the financial and approved required fund arrangement, okay, and under this scheme what will be provided to the farmer, let's discuss about it. Farmer received short term loan of up to 3 lakhs through Kisan Credit Card at a subsidized interest rate of 7% with 1.5% interest subvention provided to eligible. So whosoever are the eligible, like the farmers, if they are getting the loan from the eligible lending, they will get a 1.5% interest subvention and the subsidized interest rate of 7%. Additionally, farmers repaying loans promptly are eligible for an incentive of up to 3% as prompt repayment incentive, effectively reducing their interest rate on Kisan credit card loans to 4%. So if you are repaying your amount, if the farmer is repaying their loan amount before time, okay, so farmer will be in the good book of the bank na. And obviously to encourage the farmers that they will follow with this practice year long, what will we provide them, will provide them up to 3% as prompt repayment incentive, okay, and their interest rate on Kisan credit card loan will be reduced to 4%. Initially it was 7%, now it will be reduced to the 4%. And for loan taken exclusively for animal husbandry or fisheries, the interest benefit is applicable up to rupees 2 lakh. Okay. No changes have been proposed in the structure. Other components of the scheme and the structure of the component is as it is. And there are more than 7.75 crore of Kisan credit card accounts in the country. And the continuation of this support is critical to sustaining the flow so that the institutional credit flow will continue to the agriculture sector, which is very important for the farmers, so that they basically for the small and the marginal farmers, that they will get good productivity and ensuring the financial inclusions. Okay. Now, another important thing, what are the key highlights related to agriculture credit? Institutional credit disbursement through Kisan credit card increased from rupees 4.626 lakh crore in 2004 rupees 10.05 lakh crores by December. Like farmers are now aware about the institutional credits. Now they had starting getting the financial help or assistance from the institutional credits or the banks. Now they are not relying on money lenders that much. Overall, agriculture credit flow also rose from rupees 7.3 lakh crores in year 2013, rupees 25.4 lakh crore in fiscal year 2023. Digital reforms such as launch of Kisan Rin portal August 2023 had enhanced transparency in the claim process. Okay, so that's all about this particular thing, right? And why we are working on this particular, why there is a need, why the need to continue it further was felt, because we had targeted, because government is targeting to, we are committed to increase the double the income of the farmer. Okay, we want to strengthen the rural credit ecosystem and boost the agriculture growth of the farm of the country. So that's why we are working hard to like we are providing this interest facilities and this credit facility to the farmers, so that they will work upon their agriculture field flawlessly without thinking about the financial and other things. Okay, so that's all about this particular topic. Now I'm ending the session for now. I'll take a specific session related to this. Recently, the cabinet has approved the new MSP for the Kharif crops for the marketing season 2025-25, 25-26. The last session we had discussed that new FRP for sugarcane was released, that is rupees 355 rupees per quintal. Okay, for the fiscal year for this October 2025. Similarly, for the Kharif crops for the marketing season 2025-26, MSP has approved by the cabinet. Okay, so we'll discuss about all these data because this is very important. In the previous year question paper, directly MSP related questions are there in the exam, and they will not ask the MSP of any XYZ crop. They will ask the MSP of the important crops which are in news. Okay. So here I am ending the session for today. We'll meet in session. We'll cover the. Okay. Bye bye.